Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. Hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to give you another rumor, really. But if you're a big Met fan, you want to subscribe to this channel because I'll tell you what I think about this club. I want the Mets to win. I want the Mets to win the World Series. And I don't care about the players. I don't care whose feelings I hurt. And that's just how it is. Now, I'll shoot it straight. I will say that. We got a big rumor for you. This comes from Jon Heyman. And I'm just going to read you from CBSSports.com. Headline, Mets frontrunners for Yamamoto. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Speaking of which, Jon Heyman said in a piece, he reports that the industry perceives the Mets as being at the front of the line to sign him. Heyman writes, quote, meanwhile, multiple rival teams believe the crosstown Mets should be considered the favorites for the 25-year-old Yamamoto. Yamamoto is just 25, and he boasts ace-level stuff and results. While a team that signs him will owe a substantial posting fee to Yamamoto's NPB club, Oryx Buffaloes, he won't cost his new team a compensatory draft pick, unlike stateside free agents who were subjected to the qualifying offer system. Now, I would mention about the prospect that could be available next week. There is the draft lottery, which is a new thing in Major League Baseball. And the Mets have the ability or a chance to get a top 6 draft pick in next year's 2024 MLB draft. However, if they don't get that top 6 pick, because they have the 7th worst record and because of their exorbitant spending, they will get taxed, and that tax will bump them down from either 17th overall in the draft or 20th. So the Mets have an interesting thing next week. That will take place during the winter meetings. That will take place on Tuesday at 6:30. So I'll try my best to cover this on the Prospect Hut. I will try. I have an engagement that I have to go to next Tuesday. It's very important. So I'll just let you know that. And we'll talk about the draft on the Prospect Hut. To go back to Yamamoto. Yamamoto is the best and most coveted free agent in this class, not named Shohei Ohtani. So the competition for his services will be fierce, and whatever contract he signs could approach $300 million in total value. The Mets, though, have plenty of revenues, a willing spender and owner, Steve Cohen, and obvious needs in the rotation. That they would be the favorites for Yamamoto certainly passes the sniff test, and I think that's pretty obvious. People have sort of critiqued and complained about Mets signing Severino and, of course, Joey Wendell, and they signed Austin Adams earlier today. But the point is that the Mets have so many holes to fill. You cannot fill them you can't fill every spot with a star. And that's impossible to do. How you do that is beyond me. But they are having to do that. They just got to fill up needs. I mean, they had 28 men on the roster out of 40. They now have 31 players on the 40-man roster. So the point being is they still have a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of work to do in the minor leagues. There's still a lot of work. They got to fill jobs in the front office, and we had some announcements today about Andy Green and Chris Gross and a few other guys coming into the organization. But the point is that the Mets and David Stearns, their president of baseball operations, he's doing a lot of work, okay? And you can't just do it all at once. You can't fill every need with a star. Just to give you a couple of things about Severino. Severino is a guy that is the Will Ponce would have made that move and wouldn't have done anything else. Wendell is being brought in because he's replacing a very lazy Luis Guillorme, and he basically does kind of what Guillorme did. Okay, like Guillorme goes somewhere else. He can't really hit. He's not a great. He can't really do much other than play defense, and his defense wasn't good this past year. But to go back to Yamamoto, he is the best pitcher in this market, and we've been saying for a while that they're probably gonna. I've been kind of going back and forth between him and the Yankees. But I mean, we'll see. It'll come down to who will give him the most money. It won't come down to this nonsense about number 18. It'll come down to the dollars, and which owner has the stomach to pay the posting fee, which is a percentage of the contract, to the Buffaloes. That is really the question. So you let me know what you think about this video. I hope they sign it. It'll be a big move for this offseason. They need more pitching help, obviously. And he's just the beginning. We got this rumor about Jordan Montgomery, and hopefully they sign him too. But we'll see. Got to get Yamamoto in the fold. But thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.